Welcome to Unlimited Monies Blog, your ultimate destination for everything related to app development, website blog tips, tech tutorials, business strategies, and making money online. If you're ready to dive into the world of digital entrepreneurship and unlock unlimited potential, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's content, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends who share your passion for technology and online business. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Remember, your feedback helps us grow and improve, so don't hesitate to reach out. You can also comment in the description. Now, let's get started and turn your dreams into reality. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to Unlimited Monies Blog YouTube channel. In this video, without wasting of any time, I'll show you on how to upload or embed or display a PDF file in Blogspot. So if you are new to this channel, click the subscribe button because we have a lot of tweaks concerning Blogspot blog tutorial to come. If you found this video also useful, you click the like button, like the video, and don't forget to share it to those that are in need of it. Without wasting of any time, let's dive into the tutorial on how to embed PDF file. So while I'm now on my Blogger dashboard, log into your Blogger. After you log into your Blogger, there's nothing to do yet. You see, but first of all, we will click here to have a post. Before we click on this post, you have to add a new tab. If you are using Chrome browser, it will be easier for you because I'm using Chrome browser. So you have something like this. You can see something like this. So if you're already in this same tab, you have something, you click on it. Once you click, you have a new tab like this. So as a new tab like this, you click on the search or type URL. While searching and typing the URL, you type drive.google.com/drive. So once you have something like this, so you can be able to open this drive in web browser, not in the drive mobile app, but you can still use mobile app in this tutorial. It's still good if you are able to configure those things based on what we want to do in this Google Drive. So if you can use this web browser, this web version, it will help you to come over with me. Once you click on the next button, it will open. It may not open directly to here. It may ask you to log in, so you have to select the Gmail that will be showing on the screen for you. So you choose the Gmail according to the one or any of the Gmail. Maybe you have a lot of Gmails. You choose one to use and log into your Google Drive. After that, you see here is empty because you log in new. It will be like this also. So sometimes you don't see it like this. Let me change it to mobile view, because sometimes your browser is in mobile view. You may see it something like this. You may see it like this. So if you have something like this, you find it difficult to add things that are needed to be added into this place. So if your own is like this, you have to click on the three dots, like the option in your browser. Let me show you in case you are confused here. So click on there. Once you click there, you navigate to this part, this section known as desktop sites, sometimes known as desktop mode. So any how the language or the sentences, but understand it's desktop site or desktop mode. So you check the box. After you check the box, it will change the interface of the particular web browser, like this tab, to desktop mode, so you can be able to have what access these features that are here. Because when you were in the other way, you see all these things were not there or didn't show, but it was there. Now what you have to do before you no, you want to put PDF into your this thing, you already downloaded the PDF or prepared the PDF in your file manager. This is my file manager, this is the PDF I have downloaded. That's the same thing, not to the same thing, but because of the browser, the this thing, the app that I'm using, MT Manager, the link is there in the description section of this video. So while you open it like this, you have already prepared, you've looked for a particular folder and fix the PDF, so that once you go to Drive and upload it, you will not be finding up and down to look for the PDF. Just go straight to the point, go straight to the folder that you created and you upload it. So once you prepare your PDF file like this, you come back to your Drive. After come back to your Drive, you have to upload it to Drive before you can be able to embed it on blogspot. Click on this new. As you click on the new, you can see, let me zoom it from to you. I zoom it. Once you click on that new, you click on this upload file. If you are using desktop, you write alternatives plus C, then it will upload, it will open the upload file. You click on the file upload, it will show a pop-up like this. So you click, it depends the option of your browser, or sorry, of your devices. So my own is known as media picker. So if your own is also media picker, click on the media picker. Once you click this, there's a file here that we need to choose. That's my file, like I show you, that's the file, the PDF file, that's the folder directly. So I click on the folder. Once I click on the file, it's counting. As you can see, it's counting. It's almost done. Look at uh, the file here, it's almost done. So now I have my PDF. I wanted to show on my blog post. If you scroll down, like if you come to the upper side, you will see the file here is, we have file here. Before we didn't have any file when we did not upload any PDF file. Now we have the PDF file here. So what you have to do, since we have two dots here, we have the first dot, we have the second one here. So what you have to do is for you to click on this second one here, that's the dot that is in the file. That is, you can see what I mean now. So what you have to do now is to click on the share here. Look, it's here, share. This is the share here. So click on the share. Once you click on the share, you have another option behind it like this. So what you have to do is to click on the another share. Don't click on the copy link, click on the share. Don't click on the copy link to copy the link, because the link is private link, that one. So you have to click on the share, because there are things we need to configure the link, we need to set up things in that link, so it will pop up menu or option like this. So what you have to do is to click on this place, general access. You click on the general access. Under the general access, you click on restricted. You can see restricted somewhere here. You click on this restricted under the general access. Once you click on it, there will be an option to select in this place. Default, the option was under, or it was in restricted. Now you will change it to anyone with link, anyone with the link. So once you change it to anyone with the link, it means that anybody with this link can be able to view that PDF. So that is why I told you not to copy the link directly, because the link was restricted in default. So you click on done. Okay, sorry, don't click on done first, copy the link. You click on copy link, you copy the link, then you click on done. You have done the procedure. So no matter how many PDF you want to show, you will be doing it in that way to those PDF files, as many that the PDF files may be. You do it one after the other, or either you do it in folder, or you do it by the file of the PDFs. So now after that you have copied, you have to navigate back to your to your Blogger dashboard. come to your Blogger dashboard. This is my Blogger dashboard. I have to create a post because I want to embed it in a post. You create a post. So if you want to embed it in layout, comment in the comment section. I will show you and I will tell you what to do, or you join the Telegram channel and you ask it, we will do it for you. So now you click on the post, the create post plus button. After that, what you have to do, first of all, you give it a title, maybe the title of your PDF based on what it was. I can say my own ebook. I can say my own ebook history, something like this is okay for me. So sometimes there's something I want to show you. Sometimes this area here, this HTML option, it was in, maybe your own is in pencil like this. You see this place now is showing pencil instead of code. Understand? So if this thing is showing pencil, we have to click on that place, change it to HTML view. Change it to this particular option. If it is not in this option, you change it to this option. So once you see something like this option, once you see something like this, you delete, either you delete it. So what you have to do, there is a code we need to paste. So we have this HTML. So before we paste that code, you first of all add a little paragraph. So if you know about paragraph, the code of paragraph, or you can use the compose area to write anything you want to write first before you come back to the HTML view. So for example, I want to say this is the story of a woman, So now I have my own let me say the information about my PDF. So now I click on the pencil icon again, I click on the HTML view. This is the story of the woman. So now I click on this front of this tag, known as the front of this tag. So I click on this, then I break it down. So that's a piece of code. Maybe you don't want to follow up with the code with me. The code is there in the description section of this video. Copy the short code, the very small code. But if you want to follow up with me, you can still do it if you know how to code. The code is iframe elements, iframe. Then now you write iframe. Then what you have to do next is source, src equal to source equal to quotes, double quotes. You put the double quotes and you put the width of it. We need width of, it depends how sizes you want it to be. If you want it to be in higher size, low size, anyhow you want it to be, you set your width. The width, I'm using my own, let me say 700 in width, like the width of it. Then the height of it, I'm using my own, depends how you want it to be based on your own preference. I'm using my own 900 in height. Okay, so that's the width in height. So I love to put rows, so it will not distract the PDF file, no matter how long it may be. Rows. So on my rows I use, let me say my rows I use 15 in my rows. That's all. So you have to put this tag, then you close the iframe tag. Close the iframe tag, close / iframe, you do it. So that's how you get it. That is what we are looking for. So now the link that you copied, remember you copied a link. The link is in your clipboard. Go down like this. You delete that link later. You paste it somewhere here. Press an O. What you place on the screen and O, you will see paste. You paste it. That's the link that we copied. If you can see, the link is much enough. So there are things we need to remove from this link. There are things we need to remove from this before you paste it in where I will show you. So you can see from this place known as sharing, then the next one is equal to, and the other one is maybe USP, depends what you see. But what I wanted to show is that delete the link till you reach where you see the question mark here. You will see the sign there on the screen, the previous, the after of the link, the before of the link. As you can see the example there on the screen. So that's what you need to do. You have to make sure that you delete the link from here to where. Okay, now let me do the highlights. This is the question mark cursor that you are seeing. So now I want to delete this link. So now I select the link, I delete the front, the down one. Now I'm on the question mark. So now if you can see in the question mark, the text in the question mark is view. So you have to change it to preview. So you delete it like this. Allow the forward slash to be there. Then you now write preview. You see the text example on the screen. So that's how you do it. This is a complete where you want it to be. So the example of this link is there on the screen, what you need to do, how it will look like. So this is how it will look like. Then after this, you have to copy the link, or copy all the link. You copy, or you either you can cut it, you copy it. Then you come to this src source. This src source in between the two quotes. Inside the quotes, you click on this quote, then you paste the link inside the quotes. src source, inside the quote you paste the link. You are free to go. So in other ways, I believe you know how to set up posts. You have to click on this setting. You add your tag, you add your label. Maybe the label want to say pdf. You can add your label. Then you click on this publish. Click on this how to make your post to be worth enough. You click on this automatic. Don't use the ready this thing. Click on this permalink. Once you click, allow your link to generate. You see your link is generated. Then you click on the publish. Click on the publish. You publish your post, confirm it. So that is how you put PDF in your browser, in your Blogger Blogspot post. So now you click on this area, click on this place known as view. Let us view and we see if our work is okay. Okay, as you can see, this is our work. Our PDF is working. This is the PDF now. As you can see, the PDF is probably working. This is our PDF. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and don't forget to share this video to your groups that you have joined. In our next video, I will show you on how to add a piece of code, like how to add copy code in Blogger blog post. Goodbye. Have a nice day.